If he comes out, then go sign the contract and we'll fight.
Like, do you think Manny can beat like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. What do you see there?
I see that he can throw those more punches and combinations and moves very well.
Big welterweight. And when you look at Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isak Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios.
Manny Pacquiao responded to Rolly Romero's constant trash talk by saying that he talks too much, and if he truly thinks he can beat him, then he should stop talking and sign the deal to fight soon. Pacquiao's response carried weight, showing his calm confidence and reminding everyone that he prefers to prove himself through action in the ring rather than just words.
And we spoke to Rolando Romero, who's a potential opponent for you in the future. He said that he would like to have a Hall of Famer on his resume. What do you tell him?
In his resume, if he can beat me.
Manny, Tim Bradley said that he was a little upset with both your performance and Barrios. He said that it was a sparring session. What do you tell Tim Bradley? What do you tell him? You know Tim Bradley well. You fought him 3 times.
That's his opinion.
Boxing world was left shocked after fresh reports emerged about Manny Pacquiao's possible return to the ring. Even though he's well beyond the typical age of retirement, Pacquiao continues to chase greatness, proving that his love for boxing is still alive. News of his potential comeback quickly went global, with fans around the world excited at the thought of seeing him fight again. According to Box Raw, on X, Manny Pacquiao is reportedly preparing to face current welterweight world champion Rolly Romero in Las Vegas. Pacquiao will turn 47 in December, ahead of the possible title clash in 2026. Romero has stirred controversy by showing open disrespect for Pacquiao. In recent interviews, he claimed that Pacquiao has no real boxing style, calling it the ugliest in the sport, and even said that the former champion lacks true skill or technique. These bold statements quickly spread online, with many boxing fans slamming Romero for showing arrogance toward one of the most respected fighters in the sport's history. Pacquiao's legacy is undeniable, having beaten top-level opponents across several weight classes. Whether Romero truly believes his words or is simply trying to attract attention, his comments have added fuel to the fire. What might have been a respectful showdown has now turned into a personal rivalry, capturing even more public interest.
Pacquiao to me, Pacquiao is the fucking ugliest style in boxing, and look what the fuck he's accomplished. And now every fucking fight in the Philippines, just because I fight differently, and it means I don't know half of no fucking skills. I got my own fucking skills. That's what got me this far. It's like fucking Prince Nassim Hamed. You gonna say fucking he don't got no damn skills? Every fighter got skills. Look, in this fucking generation, if you don't try to box like Floyd, a typical Mexican, a Russian like Lomachenko, or a European fighter, you're trashing this sport. You apparently don't know how to box, because these are the fucking idols of the boxing.
Don't matter if he beats Barrios or not. Still, Rolly Pacquiao. How many losses does Pacquiao have? Oh, that's another thing, bro. Pacquiao another one that don't give a fuck about losses, and everyone keep tuning in for him, right? Bro, all that undefeated shit, that don't mean shit if you're not fighting nobody. Nobody gives a fuck about you. There's so many bigger fights for me. Like, would I rather fight, I don't know, for instance, a Pacquiao or Jerome Ennis? What's a bigger fight for me? What fight would sell more? Me and Broner or me and Jerome Ennis? Obviously me and Broner. What would sell more? Me and Ryan again or me and Jerome Ennis? What would sell more? Tank coming up to fight for his fourth division, or me and Jerome Ennis? It's just basic, you know. What's a bigger fight for? Like, it's not. I'm not even talking about money. The money. What's a bigger fight for the boxing world?
Manny Pacquiao has recently shared that he plans to return to the ring soon. He explained that he wasn't completely satisfied with how his last fight ended and feels there are still goals he wants to achieve. Despite his age, his drive and discipline remain as strong as ever. For Pacquiao, boxing has never been just about titles, but about constantly pushing himself to new limits. Fans continue to admire his humility and dedication, and this decision to come back proves that his love for the sport is still very much alive. Many believe that this return isn't about chasing fame or money, but simply about the competitive spirit that has defined his career from the beginning.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking, how did you prepare for the fight?
Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi focus lang sa training every day. Like even Sunday, ibang distraction, anything like that. For 2 months. Kasi nakahabol ako sa oras. Supposedly, yung mga ganong fight, dapat mga 3.5 months o 4 months. Especially sa edad ko na 6, diba?
Yeah.
Satisfied ako sa naging condition ko, but hindi pa talaga yun yung 100% na gusto kong makuha, achieve na yung speed, yung timing, yung more punches na gusto kong maabot.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking.
This year, mga December.
Former world champion Shane Mosley recently shared his take on a potential matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero. In his view, Pacquiao would come out on top without a doubt. Mosley believes that Manny's speed, power, and experience would be too much for Romero, whose style he described as aggressive but easy to read. He pointed out that Pacquiao's fast combinations and accurate power shots would likely overwhelm Rolly. As someone who has faced Pacquiao in the ring, Mosley's opinion holds weight. He understands firsthand the unique timing and explosive energy that Manny brings. Like many other experts, he sees Pacquiao's ring IQ, top-level conditioning as key factors that could lead to another dominant performance even at this point in his career.
Like, do you think Manny can beat like a fighter like Rolly, in your opinion, Shane?
Yes.
Yeah, wow, okay. What do you see there?
I see that he can throw those more punches and combinations and moves very well. It'd be hard for Rolly to get close to him.
Okay, because yeah, people would say like, oh, Rolly's a big puncher. He's a lot younger than Manny. He's been active. Like he's a big guy.
Yeah, but he's gonna do that fight in December, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be fighting Rolly or anybody. He has to fight in December that he has to do, so I know that. And then from there, then maybe he can fight Rolly or somewhere else.
Boxing analyst and former pro fighter Chris Algieri shared his excitement about a potential Pacquiao versus Romero matchup, calling it a fight fans would love to see. He explained that Pacquiao's legendary reputation, mixed with Romero's outspoken personality, creates a blend of respect and rivalry that makes for great entertainment. Algieri noted that even though Manny is close to 50, his competitive spirit hasn't faded. A fight like this would not only challenge Pacquiao's endurance, but also give Romero big opportunity to prove himself against a true legend. The contrast between Pacquiao's quiet humility and Rolly's bold attitude only adds to the appeal, making it a matchup that could capture attention worldwide.
You faced Manny Pacquiao. What did you think about his performance? Should he continue? What's going on?
Guy's still doing it. It's mind-blowing. 46 years old. Listen, did he look like Manny of old? No. Did he look great? No. But he looked damn good for a 46-year-old. The fact that he was able to compete at that level with a 30-year-old champion, I mean, it just speaks worlds to Manny Pacquiao and how special he truly is. They're talking about him and Rolly's. I don't mind that fight. I think that fight makes a lot of sense. Rolly's not a big welterweight. Manny's obviously not a big welterweight, never has been. That fight, I think, makes a lot of sense. I'd like to see Manny win another world title, and then maybe he can make the Floyd fight.
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult spoke about how quickly the buzz around this potential fight exploded online. He pointed out that negotiations are still in progress, but both sides appear to be close to sealing the deal. Showbiz emphasized that despite the clear age difference and contrasting personalities, the matchup carries real emotional impact. Pacquiao stands for discipline, legacy, and respect, while Rolly brings youthful energy, boldness, and a rebellious attitude. The public is fascinated by the idea of a seasoned legend facing off against a loud and confident challenger, which has made this rumored bout one of the most talked about topics in recent months. According to sources, an official announcement could be made soon, once final contract terms are agreed upon.
It's GOAT versus GOAT. We know Rolly Romero is the damn GOAT, all right? Number 2. This makes Rolly Romero's resume one of the best resumes in boxing, period. Think about it. He beats Ryan Garcia. He fights Gervonta Tank Davis and Pitbull and shit, Manny Pacquiao. If you look at, seriously, look at Rolly. Rolly Romero Dog, this shit's crazy. Who do I have winning the fight? Listen, man. Rolly Romero was a friend of mine. You tweeted last week that you've never lied about anything. But really, you must have told some little white lies. Tell us a lie you have told.
Just the two.
Hey, bro. You know what? You seen me do the black toe shorts and a lot of things with Rolly Romero on the zone. And listen, we've built up the type of product when we're together that just, it goes viral and it's great moments. I love Rolly Romero. It's hard for me to go up against him. Manny Pacquiao, though, come on. Manny Pacquiao is my age, a little bit old. I mean, come on, dog. He got robbed against Mario Barrios, in my opinion. I mean, come on, dog. I mean, this should be a unification bout, all right? But I don't know, man.
Manny Pacquiao's drive remains. Strong as he sets his sights on another title shot at the age of 47, after his last fight with Mario Barrios ended in a draw, he's now looking to redeem himself by stepping into the ring against Rolly Romero for the welterweight championship. While most fighters his age have already hung up their gloves, Pacquiao shows no signs of slowing down. He believes that as long as his body holds up and his passion stays alive, he can still perform at an elite level. Fans continue to respect his discipline and fearless mindset, though some wonder if facing a much younger opponent is the right move. For Manny, it's less about proving something to others and more about fulfilling his own goals.
Big breaking news in the sport of boxing. Manny Pacquiao and Rolly Romero. It's probably going to end up happening. Manny Pacquiao said right here that all they're waiting for is the negotiation and finalizing the deal, signing on the paper. And this fight is probably going to go down in Las Vegas. Manny Pacquiao, Rolly Romero. I don't know. Looking at it from right now, I'm going to have to go with Manny Pacquiao. I think Rolly Romero's feet are just too flat, too heavy. And I think Manny Pacquiao outboxes him. But let me know in the comments what you think, man. Is this fight going to happen? Number one. Number two, who do you got? And number three, if Manny Pacquiao does win the title, does he unify or does he retire being the oldest champion, setting another world record? Let me know what you think, yo.
Some boxing analysts have shared their honest take on the potential fight, saying it might be a solid matchup but not necessarily an explosive one. Since both fighters would be meeting at welterweight, there's a chance the action may not reach peak intensity. However, they also point out that the emotional build-up and clear contrast in fighting styles still make it an intriguing event worth watching.
Manny Pacquiao is back again. Legend Manny Pacquiao, after getting a draw to Mario Barrios that he definitely should have won, is once again looking to get a title shot at the age of 47 against another weak champion, Rolly Romero. Can he do it? Well, honestly, maybe. Everybody loves Rolly Romero, the guy. No one really respects him as a boxer. He's kind of been a joke. And even after upsetting Ryan Garcia, who's also kind of a joke, people are still pretty down on him. And you know that because 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao is willing to fight him. It really says how weak this division is, that both Rolly Romero and Mario Barrios are champions at welterweight without ever having won any fight at welterweight. How does that happen? Greedy sanctioning bodies. See, it's stuff like this that make people think they should overturn the Ali Act and hand boxing over to Dana White. But either way, Manny Pacquiao looked a lot better than most people expected in his last fight. And honestly, you can never count this guy out, especially against weaker opponents like Rolly Romero. Although I do think Rolly is a step up from Mario Barrios, but I still think Manny can do it. Not will, can. Do you think Manny Pacquiao can reclaim a title at the age of 47 and beat Rolly Romero? Let me know in the comments.
Mario Barrios showed a lot of respect for Pacquiao during their fight, but Rolly Romero doesn't seem likely to do the same. This difference in mindset could make the outcome more predictable, since Pacquiao often rises to the occasion against opponents who underestimate him. His calm focus and keen ability to read his challengers have always been some of his greatest strengths.
Rolando Romero fight at welterweight, and it could be at the very end of this year. For me, I love it. I love it a lot. In fact, after the Barrios fight, I said I didn't really want to see a rematch with Barrios. Listen, the Barrios fight was cool. I had greater expectations, I want to say, for it. But the reality is, with Barrios, he's 6 feet tall and he's kind of like a boxer. So an older Pacquiao, out of commission for so long, and politics, all that type of stuff, it really just made for like a decent fight, but not legendary, right? Wasn't as much action. I also think that Barrios played it very respectable. I get it, you're in there with a legend, but you got to look like Eminem said. If you had one shot, one opportunity to capture everything, would you capture it or let it slip? His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms is heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. You know what I mean? You got one shot, you got to capitalize. And I felt like Barrios was just ultimately too respectful. And then Pacquiao, he's a legend, so he was pushing through it. But I think it would have been better for Pacquiao if he took a tune-up and then did a title fight. But when time isn't on your side, you're already 40-something years old, you kind of have to, you don't want to waste camps on, maybe tune-ups. But with Rolly, somebody will get hurt and somebody probably get knocked deep out. So that's what I like about this fight.
Chris Algieri mentioned that Romero isn't as physically imposing as some might believe, and wouldn't present the same kind of challenge that Mario Barrios did. According to Algieri, this could make the fight a bit easier for Pacquiao when it comes to size and strength. Manny's career has shown that he can handle opponents who are naturally bigger. And this time, he may even feel more comfortable since Raleigh's build and movement won't be overwhelming. With his precise timing and powerful punches, Pacquiao could take control early and set the pace from the opening round.
But as amazing as it was that Manny was able to do, it's still a tough fight. Because Barrios is still big, he's still strong. He's a real welterweight, and he's actually a big welterweight. And when you look at Romero, he's not that big. He's not a real welterweight. I don't think he's even that big for 140. I mean, Isak Cruz, who's a blown-up lightweight, blasted him out. So it's like, I think they're looking at that fight against Romero to be not as physically imposing as Mario Barrios. He also has a version of the WBA title, so there's a title on the line there. At the heights, he's actually he's much shorter than Mario Barrios, obviously. Barrios is like 6 feet tall. I was really surprised how tall he is.
Is Rolly the main WBA champion?
No, he's the
Oh, Ennis is the main WBA champion.
And it's right. And then I don't know if he gets elevated. I don't know how that works. This whole first of all, this is a whole nother thing. I'm going
WBA regular title, whatever. Yes.
This whole elevation without winning a fight thing is garbage. Look at Barrios. Barrios has not won a fight yet at welterweights. He got the interim title, was elevated, and then has 2 back-to-back draws. The man has not won a title fight yet.
Wow.
So we got to stop this email champion elevation thing. Elevate is fine, but the next fight should be for the title. I don't care. You should not just be elevated via email. You have to fight somebody, because you get a situation like this where Barrios, no knock on him, he's following it's the rules that are being laid in front of him. The man has not won a title fight yet. Yeah. Yes, he won the Ugas fight. That was the interim title. There was a champion there. It was Crawford.
They call him a 2-time champion. Did he have a major world title at 140? Or was it the secondary BA title?
See, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we had the main title at 140.
Because and then we're looking at Rolly Romero, and you're saying he's a 2-time world champion too, but he doesn't have a main title at welterweight either.
No, he had the main title at 140.
140 though, but not when he beat Barroso.
Yeah.
But not at welterweight. So they're calling him a 2-time champion too. So there's all these details. But in terms of that fight, I don't hate it. I think the buildup will be great. Mario wasn't the most marketable guy in terms of doing interviews and selling the fight. He had the look, absolutely.
Trainer Abel Sanchez expressed support for Pacquiao's choice to keep fighting. He said Manny's win over Raleigh at 46 showed that true champions never lose their love for the sport. While some critics believe Pacquiao should retire to avoid unnecessary risks at his age, Sanchez believes that those who genuinely love boxing can't just walk away. For Manny, the ring is more than just a place to compete. It's part of his identity. He trains hard, stays in shape, and continues to inspire by proving that passion and discipline can defy the effects of time.
Of Manny, you think beats Rolly?
Yeah, I think he decisions him. I think he outboxes him. I think that he's more experienced. I think that he confuses him.
Okay. You didn't think Rolly looked well, like against Ryan? Like it seemed like it's a new and
Against
improve
who?
Rolly. Like against Ryan Garcia, like he looks more methodical.
Against who?
Against Ryan Garcia.
Against who?
Come on, a young Ryan Garcia that has
Ryan Garcia that unfortunately because of his fame, because of his issues outside of the ring, has not really progressed. Yeah, he's got great hand speed and he punches hard, but as soon as he fights somebody that can fight back, it just seems like he doesn't do well. Is it because they haven't allowed him to grow as a fighter?
Many people have questioned if Pacquiao's return to boxing is motivated by financial gain, but that's far from the truth. His recent fight with Barrios showed he still has the drive and determination to compete at a high level. However, his choice to continue fighting isn't about money. Manny has already earned plenty over his career through boxing, endorsements, and public service. Unlike exhibition fighters like Mike Tyson or Jake Paul, Pacquiao's bouts are not flashy cash grabs. They're about preserving his legacy and his genuine love for the sport. He wants to finish his career on his own terms without regrets or second guesses. His discipline and humility continue to inspire millions worldwide, who see in him the true spirit of a fighter who never quits.
He still looks sharp, doesn't he? 46 years old. He's a multi-millionaire. Why is he coming out of retirement? Let me tell you, it's not just the money. Because it is not a fight like we've seen Jake Paul and Mike Tyson doing, or it's not like one of these Floyd Mayweather fights where he is fighting someone who's unknown. No, this is different. He's doing a 12 3-minute round world title fight against current world champion in Mario Barrios, who is only 29 years old and in his prime right now. Let me ask you this. Do you think that his punch resistance on his chin has stayed the same? Or do you think it's declined? Well, this is what happens when you age. Your brain naturally shrinks and loses volume, especially the grey matter. This increases the amount of space between your brain and your skull, meaning when you get hit, the brain moves even more. And when that happens, it increases the risk of concussion and it decreases the ability of you to be able to absorb punches.
That wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Until next time,